Yeah. Should be good. Now. Alrighty. It's been a pretty decent day in the NFL. Pretty uneventful last 20 minutes, I would say, especially if you think about the last, I don't know, hour of NFL action, NFL news. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Kevin? How y'all doing? Couple big signings have occurred. Some trades have gone down. Some re-signings have occurred. Some releases have happened. I'm good. Just kind of trying to reel in my anger with the Steelers. No, I wasn't expecting it either, especially because he said he'd prefer a warm destination with a contending team and a good quarterback. So it's like, oh, so all three of those were like a lie. And it's just like, damn, he went to none of the above. And he agreed to the new contract extension, so clearly he wanted to go to Pittsburgh. Fucking. My team's going to get Jacoby Myers, and that'll be it. And they'll be like, there we go, we got a new receiver. Fucking. What's up, Sean? Well, at least Chris Godwin's still an option. I guess we could wind up with Cooper Kupp or Godwin. There's still some options out there. I guess we could draft Travis Hunter now if that becomes an option. Gotta really hope that Travis Hunter somehow falls to the Patriots at 4. You're good, Sean. You're good, man. I wasn't doing anything. Always feel free to send me DMs on Discord. It doesn't necessarily mean I'll reply in a timely manner, but I'll get to them. The Lions released Za'Darius Smith, which is a pretty crazy move. But it's a move that saves $11 million, so you never know. The Lions could be lining themselves up to get Trey Hendrickson. Aaron Jones went back to the Vikings. Nick Bolton stays with the Chiefs. Trey Hendrickson would rather stay with Cincinnati, but it doesn't sound like it's going to happen. Baltimore returned for who? The Patriots signed Harold Landry. We're going to anyway. Landry returning with Mike Vrabel. That's our big get so far is Mr. Harold Landry. Za'Darius? Maybe. I also wouldn't be shocked if he winds up back with Detroit. I think he really enjoyed playing with Detroit. Detroit just doesn't want to pay him $11 million this year for, yeah. I think Mahomes got restructured, if I'm not mistaken. And what did they do? They just saved a bunch of money. Somebody got restructured over there, and I don't remember if it was Mahomes. If somebody got released and it opened up some money. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not. I know he wanted to stay with you guys. But I'm surprised you guys had the money you found the money to pay him, which is annoying. Yeah, I don't know where the Chiefs are getting their money. Myles Garrett got a $40 million a year extension to stay with Cleveland. Yeah, I think Joe Thuney clearing $25 million from Joe. That's what it was. Joe Thuney leaving cleared them $25 million. So the Bears are done, right? Do y'all have any money left? You brought in. Yeah, Allen also just got paid $250 million guaranteed. New NFL record, by the way, for guaranteed. 330 overall. The Bears brought in Thuney, the Jonah Jackson. Yeah, but and then you just signed a guy for like $30 million a year, right? Who was it that you just signed? Defensive player. Jonathan Allen? No, it wasn't Jonathan Allen, was it? Von Miller got released today. Levante David went back to the Bucks. We could talk about Geno Smith here in a second. Who am I thinking about? Who did you guys just sign? The Bears. Outside of the 2 players you brought in. Yep, DK Metcalf just got traded to Pittsburgh. What's wild, he does not want to play with the Browns because he wants to win the Super Bowl. Well, the issue for Myles Garrett was that he wanted to see the Browns having a direction for the future. He never wanted to leave Cleveland. That's the number one thing. He did not want to leave the Browns. He just wants the Browns to have like an actual plan for the future. And if they presented that, he's fine with staying. He wants to retire in Cleveland. He loves playing for the Browns. That's the number one thing with Myles. It was a half-hearted trade request. It was really because he's frustrated and he couldn't get a meeting with Jimmy Haslam. And then him and Jimmy Haslam had a meeting. They resolved it, and now he's there for life. Who did you guys just sign? Za'Darius means the wealthy one. I mean, it worked out too. Yeah, Kevin, I think he would like to win a Super Bowl, but he also really likes being a Brown. He's a very loyal player. Hold on. I swear you guys just added somebody. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought you guys got somebody. Maybe another offensive player? No, there was somebody else that I thought you guys just picked up that like blew the rest of your money. I could be wrong though. What's up, Jacob? Yeah, congrats, man. You guys got DK Metcalf. I think with Baltimore, they have big cuts and trades coming. I think they will cut. 100% Tucker is getting cut. And I'm guessing Andrews is probably going to be traded. I wouldn't be shocked if the Patriots are. I think the Patriots may be in the tight end market, but I'm not too sure. They're talking about bringing Mac attack back, but nothing else beyond Jackson, Smith, and Tooney. Okay. I thought I saw something else. I just can't. I just don't. I think I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm 100% wrong. What's up, Spears? What's up? Why are you really happy, Spears? Did they remove your strike? They also re-signed a few players. Yeah, I just have it in my memory that you guys signed somebody. I might have misseen it, though. Yeah, what do you guys think about the trade? Geno Smith to the Raiders. Kind of a surprise move. Most likely Darnold will wind up with the Seahawks. I just want Fields to resign with us. I would be so happy. Yeah, I don't know what the Steelers are going to do at quarterback now. They don't really have one yet. Yeah, Allen. Congrats, Spears. You guys really paid Josh Allen $330 million, $250 million guaranteed. Sheesh. Good pay, but yeah, I see Tucker getting cut 100%. I don't really see you guys keeping Andrews with the emergence of Likely. You know, the Ravens have a few easy cuts. Not really sure what the Lions needed to clear up space for, though. Nope, Devontae Adams went to the Rams. Kind of a surprise one. I was really hoping the Patriots might get Devontae Adams, but I guess the fuck not. Kelsey said he's not retiring this year. I think he said he's going to retire next season. I think it's like he's doing a retirement tour year. Most likely, Jacob, but you're going to need a quarterback that can handle playing with both DK Metcalf and George Pickens, who are both extremely emotional players. That's going to be quite the tricky little thing to deal with for a quarterback in Pittsburgh. I wonder if you guys are going to wind up trading Pickens now. Yeah, I don't think you could have both of them. I don't know if it works. You guys want to hear, like, want to see what 1 hour of NFL football was? Oh, okay, yeah. I think they wind up trading Pickens too. I don't know if you can have both of those two dudes on one team. I mean, if you can figure it out, it's a great get. This was 1 hour of football. The Rams signed Devontae Adams to a 2-year 40. By the way, the reason certain guys are able to be signed officially and why some guys aren't is because it relates to if a player is released, they can sign at any point during the offseason cycle. It doesn't have to be free agency. You can immediately sign with a new team. But if your contract expires, you have to wait till Wednesday when contracts officially expire. That's the actual, because like technically these players that are being traded or negotiated, they technically can't do this until their last year contract expires on Wednesday at about 4:00. So there's like a weird technicality, but like guys like Devontae Adams who were released, Harold Landry who got released, those guys can sign, like these are done contracts. These aren't like, hey, these will be done soon. No, these are official. Like these are done deals through the transaction wire approved. These guys are on these teams. Like Devontae Adams is a Ram for 2 years, $46 million. The Patriots signed Harold Landry for a 3-year, $43. Jamian Sherwood, which is a surprise, stays with the Jets. Aaron Jones stays with the Vikings. Marquise Bell stays with the Cowboys. Josh Allen's got to stay healthy. Yeah. I don't know who the Bills' backup is. Let's see. What's up, Cameron? Do you want to know who the real losers of today are? Is the Bengals. This was something I wanted to also talk about. They might try to trade Malik Willis and Packers fans. I mean, you could probably at least get a second or a third for Willis, not a first though. Yeah, I think it's Trubisky. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's going to be a ton of big moves tomorrow. We'll look at the actual free agency list in a moment. But Myles Garrett's getting $40 million a year, which pretty much means you're not going to get Trey Hendrickson. That fucking thing is gone. But also that $40 million a year makes him the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. A very, very, very important situation. As you may know, and as this says, Jamar Chase, the Bengals and Chase have a mutual agreed upon goal to make Jamar Chase the highest non-paid quarterback in the NFL. Probably well earned, well deserved by Jamar. Hey, by the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, make sure you do so. Help the stream out, get some more people in here, make the stream look a little bit better. So that jacks the price up, but potentially the Bengals are going to wind up having to pay Jamar Chase over $40 million a year. Now we look to the case of T. Higgins. He wants over $30 million. DK Metcalf just got a $33 million per year extension with the Steelers, but by being traded there. So the Browns and the Steelers have now worked together to basically make it so I don't actually think the fucking Bengals can afford to pay Jamar Chase, to pay T. Higgins. Like, he's going to want at least $34 million now. And you have to imagine if the Patriots get their hands on any one of these top receivers, that guy's getting at least 35. Godwin's going to get somewhere around 30 to come to the Patriots if he comes there. And it's one of them things where you're looking at it going, oh shit, that's going to jack that price up for Jamar Chase even higher. So I'm wondering if the Bengals are now in the market of trading T because they can't afford any of these people like this. True. Yeah, he's a backup quarterback, but yeah, he's a failure and a bust in the NFL, but he's okay as a backup. He's very, very beatable though. What's up, Charles? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hey, 9 likes. That's pretty good. Almost in double digits, and we're not even 20 minutes in. We're doing pretty good tonight. But yeah, this is something. T. Higgins is going to be around 30, but that's probably going to be around 35, 37 now for T to sign a long-term deal. Which is something I like to see because maybe, just maybe, T. Higgins is available for trade again. I think T. Higgins is back. He had one good year with the Bears. Who had one good year with the Bears? Are you talking about T. Higgins? T. Higgins is a #1 receiver in the NFL. That's the problem. And the Bengals have 2 #1 receivers. Oh, Trubisky. Yeah, he had the one good year. Yeah, Trubisky was awful. Trubisky is a quarterback I typically use in my why you should wait 3 years to evaluate a quarterback, and if you overdo it, you look like a fool. Again, there's always going to be like obvious cases of like, hey, look at Tom Brady, look at Mahomes, look at some of these new young cats that appear to be very good. Very often, though, you'll see a guy come in and like suck ass for a few years and then he gets it. That's a very common one in the NFL, especially for quarterbacks. They kind of struggle along and they get going. See like Baker Mayfield. Or you have the opposite case. Your Vince Youngs. Who's a really good recent one that started good and just flamed right on out. Trubisky kind of started really strong and then just shitted right out. Mac Jones started strong and shitted right out. Like Mac Jones was so overrated into his second year. People were calling him the 85th best player in the entirety of the NFL. His own peers were. That's how highly thought of Mac Jones was. But again, I think it's a fool's gold to evaluate a quarterback too early. Can you imagine if Stroud sucks this year and like he just continues to get worse and it's like, see, that's why you never do that. But Vince Young and Josh Allen are 2 really strong examples of why you should never judge a quarterback too early. Josh Allen was pretty bad for the first couple years in the NFL, and then he became very good 3rd year on. Vince Young was amazing immediately, and then just kind of fell off by year 3. I think year 3 he was benched, similar to Mac Jones. Mac Jones and Josh Allen, you can use those 2. 2 very recent examples that everybody would know. For why never judging a quarterback before year 3 is you can like obviously see like, oh, this guy's really bad. Or wow, this guy's going to be really good. But generally, you're not seeing anything. Well, Metcalf and Pickens are going to want to... Yeah, it's probably a fight. They're probably already FaceTiming each other and just staring aggressively. First one to blink loses 14. They're fighting on FaceTime. They're e-boxing. What up, Kenny? All right, come on, square up then. You know they're going to... Oh, man. Pittsburgh always gets all the fun, dude. It's not fair. These motherfuckers are good at drafting. They don't even need DK Metcalf. That's unfair. Players like DK Metcalf are supposed to go to the Patriots who can't draft receivers. It's genuinely not fair. The NFL needs to step in and award the Patriots a wide receiver at this point. You're back home tired? Well, that's good. At least you're back home. Like, the Patriots should be like welfare to wide receiver at this point. We haven't drafted anybody since fucking Julian Edelman on accident. We should get a receiver from somebody for free. Somebody should just give us one. I say Justin Jefferson. No one here likes the Vikings. Vikings don't know how to handle all that. They draft receivers really well. It won't even hurt them. They'll just pick the next great wide receiver this year. They'll be like Sherman Peabody out of Morehead State, and he'll be the greatest receiver of all time, like they always get. You know, yeah, I think you did, Spears. What's up, Tiger Town? Sorry, I'm just in a bad mood. My team, we're on a 6-year drought of getting anybody at receiver, man, and it's starting to really bug me. And actually, we drafted Jacoby Myers. He's a good wide receiver. You know what we did? We let him fucking walk for Juju Poop Shooter. Yeah, Richard joined us from over by you, Spears. It was a long 48 hours. It's a long drive. The Lions are going to sign DJ Reed from the Jets and lose Carlton Davis. Yeah, because Carlton Davis wants a lot more than the $12 million the Lions are willing to offer for a veteran quarterback. I've heard the Patriots are probably going to pay and sign Carlton Davis. Patriots play a lot of man coverage, so works out. Plus, our corner room is getting kind of barren, so we need some extra guys out there. We've got Gonzalez. And that's about it. I have no idea, Kenny. The Packers need wide receivers too, and we're all getting beat in the market. Yeah, he would have been. He would have been the perfect wide receiver for our team. Everything we needed was fucking that idiot, and he doesn't want to come. But hey, we just have to be hopeful, and maybe something good will happen for us Patriots fans for the first time ever. No one really knows how hard it is to be a Patriots fan. I've said this for year after year, but nobody wants to even come to my team. Everyone's like, oh, the Patriots are fucking... Yeah, it's the Patriots. We're going to have Cooper Kupp. It's going to be the Patriots, Max, and we both know it. His ultimate destiny is always having been a New England Patriot. It's just, it is what it is. He's going to be with us next year. I just have to hope we get another receiver like Chris Godwin, too. I'm cool with that. I can live with Godwin and Kupp. Like, it's not exactly T. Higgins and DK Metcalf like I was hoping, but it's pretty close. I mean, Cooper Kupp can catch the ball more consistently than DK. DK is a bit of a dropper. And Chris Godwin, if he can stay healthy, is pretty relatable to T. Higgins. I don't think they're that different. T doesn't stay healthy nearly as often. Godwin's only been hurt like one time in his whole career, so I don't know. I'm not too down yet. I'm going to be real down and out, though, if we don't get any of these fucking guys. I'm going to be like, man, we could. How are we going in with the same receivers, man? They all sucked ass. At least like Jacoby Myers, you know what I mean? Got to be somebody. There's got to be someone out there. Well, Max, are you happy with your team's decision to pay Miles an unholy amount of money? Damn, Devontae was only $23 million a year. Son of a bitch, dude. Yeah, but whatever your team told Miles, though, Max, was more than enough to make him happy to want to stick around, though, at least. So thinking about what the Browns may do. Remember, Miles said he was fine with staying if there was a clear path forward for the Browns. Clearly, Miles was told something when he finally got the chance to meet with Haslam. That's clearly what happened. He finally got his meeting with Jimmy. Now everything seems hunky-dory, so it seems like something like that's about to happen, Max. Or you're drafting Shadur Sanders. It's one of the two. It's like, well, fuck, we're taking a quarterback, and it's either Cam or Shadur. It's one of the two. I don't even think getting Shadur is that bad. I think a lot of people are prematurely out on Shadur Sanders. I think he's a better quarterback than Cam Ward. I don't know what the big deal is. I'm watching Shadur, and it's like, what is the big problem? Like, with a bad line, he plays very good. Like, he's under constant pressure. Like, It's like, does he? It's like sometimes I'm like, where the fuck is his line? Yeah, it's similar to that. I think it's because he's not like me. It's because he's out. I think it's because he's outspoken, like Lamar and them. Dude, it feels very weirdly similar to like, because like I watch him throw, and it's like he throws really well. What the fuck are people talking about? He makes great decisions. He's clearly a very good, like a very strong team leader, because that team like revolves around him at fucking Colorado. Like they work for Shedeur, and that's a very, I think that's a very like a very unique quality about him. He has the intangibles that you need to succeed in the NFL. Like every one of them. Like they're like, he is very much, I think, an underrated prospect somehow. Accuracy is by the way, accuracy is way more important than arm strength. Arm strength means absolutely nothing. The NFL is composed of 20-yard passes at most. Like most offenses are not designed around how far you can throw it down the field. Most offenses are designed how quick you can get it out around 10 to 15 yards. That is an average NFL. Actually, around 7 to fucking 10 yards. How accurate are you within 7 to 10? That's way more actually important than how deep you can throw it 50 yards downfield. Like, what is that, 4 times a game you do that? 5 times a game you do that? Exactly. No. Short-term accuracy is the NFL right now. And your accuracy up to 20 yards means way more than if you can throw it over 45, 50 yards. I'm going to be like, if I'm a scout, I don't care how far you can throw it. It's like, woo, cool. You can do a Hail Mary at the end of the game. You can hit a receiver in stride. Awesome. Wow. Welcome to the NFL. Everybody here can fucking do that. Hell, I can do that because I played 1 year in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like that's not an impressive thing to me. The pinpoint accuracy is far more dangerous in the NFL. I don't know. I think I like Shedeur a little more as a pure passer. Watch the Browns will get Shedeur, and Deion will not let him, kind of like Eli Manning. I was going to say, I think he wants him to go to Cleveland. Yeah. Shedeur would go to Cleveland too. I think you have that a little weird. For some reason, Deion's completely cool with the Browns. And it's because of it's probably Eric Berry. Yeah, Ward's just more athletic. But Shedeur's a way better passer. You can probably play Shedeur right away. Cam needs to sit. Like the thing with Cam is you're going to have a good NFL quarterback, but no, I agree, Cameron, but like you can kind of get someone's arm a little bit stronger. It's not that he has a weak arm. He just can't throw it very far. He can still throw it hard. Mac Jones's problem was he couldn't throw it hard, and that's something you really can't teach. Like Mac's arm problems, I don't really know how you could have fixed that. It's gotten worse every year in the NFL. It's amazing. Shedeur's arm, if you go watch him at the beginning, like Jackson State to where he is now, the velocity's improved every year, and he's still growing and getting stronger. So you can only imagine his arm, because what is he, 22, 21? How old is Shedeur? He's very young. As far as like a prospect quarterback goes. Not like we're looking at like a 24-year-old who's done developing pretty much. I'm thinking he's like 21 or 22, meaning he still has quite a bit more to go. So I don't even think people are a little overzealous on the whole Ward issue or Shedeur issue. And I think people think he has an attitude problem, because he doesn't like all shucks about everything, which is weird. I don't. It's like, why does that matter? He's clearly a good leader. Again, it has a lot of it has to do with people really hated Deion Sanders. There's sort of a reality to Deion, as he wasn't a very well liked person by a lot of people. So a lot of those frustrations are now being passed on to his kid. Yeah, but a Hail Mary is a once a game thing, and if you need to win a game on a Hail Mary, that's not really an important thing. I'll be honest, I don't think Tom Brady ever won a single game on a Hail Mary. To put that into perspective. So again, it's like, yeah, Hail Marys are fun and cool, but they're not needed. It's better to have an accurate pass that goes 40 yards because you could make it a comeback ball that draws PI almost inherently on teams. Brady, for example, was so accurate and so good at throwing the football that despite the strong arm, do you know he didn't have the strongest arm? So one of the things Tom took advantage of with that is he understood how DBs worked and how they have this inherent like shit in their head that like doesn't let them give up. Like it's an almost gang. It's an automatic play. What happens is Brady would throw a ball deep, but he would throw it short, right? So it's a comebacker. So the receiver knows to turn around because he knows Tom can't throw it that far. Tom rarely hit guys in stride outside of like 50 yards, but every time somebody went deep, the DBs fell for it almost every single time. But the receiver goes and turns around to catch it, and DBs inherently will just commit PI right there. Because like if they catch that, that's a touchdown. 100%. If that guy catches that ball, he's going to spin off the receiver around him and go in for a touchdown. So the only real option there is be like, fuck, I fell for it. And that's how Brady beat people with deep throws. And that's why the accuracy is important, right? Because you have to make it a perfect comeback throw, which is going to be short. It's going to have to come here, arch right there. So again, accuracy is far more important in a throw like that than being able to throw it in stride and hitting the receiver on a deep route. Yeah, and they committed PI to stop him. And we got a free first down. Yeah, dude, it's like a Tom Brady staple, the fucking 50-yard PI. True quarterbacks can draw PI very often. And Brady was a fucking magician at it. Not Mahomes. Manning was very good at drawing PI. Rodgers is very good at drawing PI. Mahomes is getting a little bit better, but not really. He's not that great of a thrower of the football. Like he's got a cannon of an arm, but he's really, I mean, other than like the like pretty mechanic stuff that he can do, I've never looked at some of his throw. I've been like, wow, how did he make that throw mechanically? But like Brady, Manning, Rodgers, those guys are like wizards with the football with the way that they can like manipulate the game. Allen's actually getting to be pretty fucking good about it. Lamar Jackson's really good at throwing when he has fucking receivers who know what they're doing. Trying to think of like active quarterbacks who are really good at doing that. It's not a ton. Jared Goff is god awful at getting PI for his receivers. That's probably the list of good ones. It's like a weird art form. You have to like just know how Mahomes is only. It seems like Mahomes is good at it, but it's literally just like I think the Chiefs just get a lot of flags, like just kind of in general. Or Mahomes is good at it, and he just does it in a weird way. But yeah, any team that gets a lot of PIs thrown their way is typically you'll see a sort of magicry by the quarterback, a magicianry going on. No, I think he's done with the NFL. I think he's grown tired of the NFL, and wants to do more of a teaching role. Because I believe he said he could have gone back to the NFL, but the way the NFL is going, he likes college a little bit more. And he wants to start preparing players to be ready to play in the NFL, because he says one of the things he feels an issue with incoming players nowadays is that they don't seem ready to play in the NFL or live and participate in the NFL. So that's part of one of the reasons I believe he's coaching at the college level. I think to hopefully institute a level of change down there where coaching kind of becomes more about like, hey, let's start maybe preparing these fucking kids for the league that they're working to get into. And that's actually kind of like, I think UNC's mantra is they're an NFL prepared school. That's like their focus. Yeah, well, Bill wanted total control. Yeah, I don't know why they hired Raheem Morris over Bill Belichick. That was the most retarded shit I've ever seen. Bill was like, I'll come in and coach the team. I don't mind. And they said, how about Raheem Morris? And he went, I'm going to go coach college kids now. Fuck this. This is retarded now. I'm out. I want full control. When I mean full, I want full. Plus, Bill doesn't want to do like, you don't get full control. And in college, he gets the total run of the place. Nobody at UNC can tell Bill Belichick the word no about his football team. And no one would anyway. He just gets the run of the fucking football program. And that's good for Bill. I'm happy he got that. He'll probably like coaching college more anyway, to be honest. It's more about football down there than it is in the NFL. And I think that's what Bill likes the most, is fucking just playing football. And you still got that in college. He likes rivalry. He likes all the pageantry of like football and the pomp and circumstance of college. It's genuinely, if you really love football, there is something very appealing about college football. Especially I would imagine if you're a coach who really loves football, like a lot. College football is probably awesome. You're just like, yeah, I don't have to worry about guys getting paid, fucking being pissy about contracts and shit like that. I can just have some guys who want to play ball. Some of these guys will never play football again, so this is the greatest shit in their life. This is what I want to be around. And I can see that as someone who really loves football like Bill, still wants to coach, doesn't want to deal with the horse shit of the NFL anymore. Have fun in college. You can't get in trouble for about anything anymore. Oh, Xavier Worthy won't be charged. Never mind. Looks like he's all good to go. All right, Chiefs dodge a bullet there, eh? He was like 2 days ago arrested for felony assault, but now he's not being charged with that, so he's good now. Oh, wow. Derek Carr is going to get most of his salary into a signing bonus, so he's probably only going to get $1 million. He's signing Marquise Brown. And they really don't have a choice. He's the only guy who doesn't get in trouble on that team. Oh, the Bills re-signed Gregory Rousseau. I suppose that's a big deal. You're a big fan of Rousseau and all that. They're not going to release. They're not releasing Kirk Cousins from the Falcons. That's hilarious. Hey, Michael Gallup, unretired. Where do you guys think he winds up going, huh? All right, let's take a peek here. What do we got? Boy, this is going to be tough. Milton Williams. Let's see. Who do we got available? What's that shit? We got Milton Williams, considered the best available player. He could pretty much go anywhere. He's a defensive tackle, obviously. I'd imagine the Eagles have great interest in signing him back. I'd imagine the Patriots are going to be all over this. My actual prediction on Milton Williams is that the New England Patriots sign him within 2 minutes of free agency opening up tomorrow. Like, I'm talking, that might be the first, like, tampering signing that happens tomorrow. Like, it might be, all right, it's the new league hours, and the Patriots have signed Milton Williams. It's like, wow, that happened so fucking fast. Are we sure that wasn't tampering? That's my guess, is he winds up with the Patriots or some shock team like Detroit. That could be why Detroit released Zadarius Smith, by the way, is because they're about to pull the trigger on Milton Williams. The Panthers come to mind as a team that'll probably come swinging. Who else is probably going to come out for Milton Williams? I thought I heard Tom Brady will have a 12-foot statue. Maybe. But yeah, Milton will end up somewhere. He's going to be very well high paid. I just don't know if the Eagles are going to be able to afford to have him back. But yeah, I'm sure they probably regret letting this happen. The Eagles, they probably really regret this move. He was their best player in the Super Bowl. He probably should have won the Super Bowl MVP. His impact on that game was gigantic. Sam Darnold, don't really give a shit. Josh Sweat is quite the interesting player too. He's going to go somewhere because he did take a pay cut, so he's probably not going to stick around with the Eagles. So that's an interesting one. I'd put the teams like the Lions, the Patriots are probably going to be all over that one. You're going to see a very common theme that the Patriots are probably going to be all over a lot of these guys. But I imagine quite a robust market for a player like Josh Sweat. My biggest guess on him, Washington, maybe. Detroit, New England. Chris Godwin, I think he's a Patriot. He could wind up back with Detroit, or he could wind up in New England. I think Travarius Ward is going to go to DJ Reed, or Travarius Ward will be Lions. One of these two guys are going to be a Lion. So whichever one doesn't go to Detroit, the other one winds up in Detroit, in my opinion anyway. I think Travarius Ward is heavily linked to Detroit. I think it came out like in the middle of last season when his daughter passed away. He said he had to leave. He said he has to leave the state of California. So with Travarius Ward, I'm guessing the Lions may be where he winds up, because I know the Lions are going to be after a veteran corner. That's like their number one target. It's either DJ Reed or it's either Travarius Ward. I don't know where the other. They're going to be very well wanted. One of them might wind up with the Packers. One may wind up with the Vikings if they lose Byron Murphy. See a team like the Cardinals going hard. Maybe the Steelers going after one of these two. You know, players like teams like that. Amari Cooper. All right. I don't know where he goes, but I mean, he's a free agent. Maybe the Packers pick him up. I don't know. Who knows? I'm surprised Byron Murphy is so low on the list. I would consider him a lot better of a free agency target than Dahlman, Amari Cooper. Yeah, he should be ahead of those guys. Greenlaw's a free agent? Yeah, he might be pretty solid to pick up. Javon Holland should be pretty good. I don't know. There's a lot of good players here that we could talk about. But again, it starts to kind of lop off in interestingness. Justin Fields. Asante Samuel never lived up to the hype. I wonder where Khalil Mack winds up. He's very interesting, along with like Justin Reed. Calais Campbell's 39 fucking years old. Jesus, dude. He's probably got to retire at this point. He's getting pretty old. But I'm just trying to think of I feel like Sam Darnold is going to be Sounds like if you sign Sam Darnold, you're getting both the guy who got blown out in the last 2 games of the year, and free agency is going to be very interesting. I would say so. I'd imagine most of these guys get signed up tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Not directly at 4, but within that first hour, it's going to be an absolute smoke show of people getting signed, put on places, picked up to teams. Trying to see if there's anyone like super surprised, like, wow, they're a free agent. So far, no one's really been like, whoa. Darius Slayton may be interesting. Patrick McCarry may be an interesting one for someone to pick up. Najee Harris is a free agent. Mekhi Becton might draw some interest from people. Cam Bynum is a free agent. Yeah, the Vikings are in trouble. They might lose their entire secondary. Bynum might be gone. Byron Murphy may be gone. I think someone's retiring. I think Stephon Diggs or Stephon Gilmore is the one who may be retiring. So that's kind of not the greatest situation. Minnesota may be trying to sign Aaron Rodgers. I think Bosa is going to wind up going to the 49ers, personally. I thought free agency starts at noon. I thought it started at 4 o'clock, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It's just a legal tampering period. It could start at noon, but I've always thought most things in the NFL start at 4 o'clock. Could be noon, though. That would make a little bit more sense. Not really, though. That doesn't even sound right. Here, this is way easier. Let's see. Oh, you're right. It is noon. During the period beginning at noon, New York time on March 10th and ending at 3:59:59 on March 12th, clubs are permitted to contact and enter into contract negotiations with the certified agents of players who will become unrestricted free agents upon the expiration of their 2024 contracts at 4 p.m. March 12th. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the 4 o'clock was for the official free agency beginning. Because the trading period begins because it was the expiration of all the 2024 contracts at 3:59:59 p.m. on March 12th, Wednesday. Yeah, it's a really weird technicality on why none of this can happen or none of it counts. Like, technically, the Bears have all these agreements in place, but and it won't happen because there's like a kind of an honor code about it. But technically, there's nothing stopping another team from swooping in and offering a slightly better pick to the Bears for Joe Thuney. Or a slightly better pick to the Chiefs for Joe Thuney. Like, there's nothing stopping another team from doing that. From calling them up and being like, we'll give you a 4th round pick this year for Joe Thuney. And the Bears would be kind of powerless and kind of out of their, like, they'd hate the Chiefs and that would ruin things, but all right, Kevin, have a go, man. Have a good time at work. Hopefully you enjoy your shift. But yeah, that would be the very funny, not really funny, but forgot what I was saying. Why isn't Aaron Rodgers on here? He's not much worse. He's not worse than these guys. What the fuck? He's a far better Jeez, where's Aaron Rodgers? So mad that Ronnie Stanley, Bond, like all the good players are gone. Hey, Patriots got a good guy. I think teams are a little bit scared of the Patriots now that we got Harold Landry. I don't blame him. Dangerous player. You're off till Wednesday. Nice. I just had my spring break come to a close this week. I'll be back to my business on Monday. An unfortunate reality. Let's see. Can't believe the Lions re-signed fucking Marcus Davenport. Man, though, tomorrow is certainly shaping up to be quite the fun day. Sort of a who knows what will happen, how it'll happen. Usually, yeah. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 60 degrees in the state, which is pretty crazy. That's like a warm ass day. That'd be like people wearing shorts type weather. Pretty cool. I'm a big fan of the end of winter. I don't know. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about here tonight? I have more I'd like to talk about, but I feel like I should allow for people to bring things up. We could do, when's the next stream? Tomorrow afternoon. The Tigers play. Then maybe as well tomorrow evening we'll do like another stream. Kind of just depends on like how busy free agency actually winds up being tomorrow. Like if there's like 4 moves, then I'm not really like that interested. You know what I mean? If it's not like a bloodbath, I'll probably give it a couple days to like build up and then go live about it. Still can't believe DK Metcalf got traded to the Steelers. Damn, I really thought he was going to wind up on the Patriots. Now the Steelers walk away the big winners of the DK Metcalf sweepstakes. What about a baseball spring training update stream? Yeah, that'll come a little bit later into spring training. Probably like a week before the season starts, we'll do something like that. And then like the night before, we'll have like a baseball prediction type stream. I have ideas for those. I just don't think that there's a ton to update on quite yet. Yeah, tonight's been a busy NFL night. I don't think there's been any more in a while. Let me double check. Got to be careful about Twitter. Oh, MLB, what's breaking tonight in baseball? Trey Smith has signed his franchise tag officially. He signed a 23.4 tag, making him the highest paid guard in the NFL. Garrett Cole needs Tommy John. Rays owner being pressured to sell the team. Typical. Falcons extended Jake Matthews, left tackle. Well, Laura was right. He wanted to end up with one of his home teams, with Devontae Adams. Grayson Rodriguez injury. Sheesh. That guy can't catch a break. How much is that? Damn, he's getting $55 million a year, dude. That's pretty crazy. So about 4 things. Not too bad. A lot of the problem for me with baseball is that I don't follow a lot of the other teams like I do the Tigers. So I genuinely sometimes don't know, nor do I care about what happens with other teams. And it's hard to fake that, in my opinion. It really is. Like with football, I do care about all the teams. No, I don't think so. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything, Sean. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's and I think that's why I don't do as many baseball streams, because I genuinely just be like, man, that sucks for the Yankees. And I don't know why that is, why it's so different with football and baseball like that. Again, I think I'm more passionate about football, but I like baseball way more. No, baseball is my primary sport. I like baseball more than football. But I genuinely only like the Tigers. Like, I don't care about other teams but the Tigers. Like, I have like a weird pathological thing about the Tigers, to the point where it's like, I know enough about the league to get by. Yeah, cover, like, I'll cover anything to do with football, which is kind of foolish because no one watches my channel for football anymore. I don't know. I'll slowly, but like, I just don't want to like watch other baseball games. And that's the issue. I'll only watch the Tigers play. But I don't know. God, I'm still so fucking. I'm still heated over the DK Metcalf to the Steelers shit, dude. I really wanted the Patriots to get a good receiver finally. I don't care. The baseball season's so long and so much information. You're probably more interested in Tigers playoff opponents. Kind of, but once the season gets going, I start picking a lot of things up through osmosis through the baseball season. So I'll be pretty good on news info, and I'm pretty decent on news. I just haven't seen any baseball news today because football news like dominated my timeline. Yeah, I have to go to bed. I have to wake up at 6 in the morning or like 5:45 or whatever. Yeah. I'm never really free on like Sundays, Tuesday, like late Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays are bad. Tomorrow probably would work. Should be good. Looks like he found a splitter. Kind of a wrong stream for this. As no one else is talking though, so whatever. A lot of this could just be talked. Like, can this just wait till tomorrow then? I think Vaughn winds up back in Buffalo on a smaller contract. Um, I don't really think anyone else is going to want Vaughn. Maybe the Broncos take him back on like a friendly deal. I could see that potentially. For sure, Sean. Sorry, I don't mean to be like rude or anything. I think we've covered all the news. I'm gonna be honest. I think we've talked about everything generally that has happened. That's like worth talking about. Obviously there have been like little re-signings, but like the big news, we've kind of covered anything. With the biggest news obviously being DK heading over to Seattle or to Pittsburgh. And the real question from that really arises is like, how are they going to manage that? I'm thinking they want, me and a couple other people were thinking the trade of Pickens is probably most likely. I think Sean's one of them, but it appears the stream has died. Is that the vibe? What up, Vent? Oh shit. Been so long. I don't even remember when I took that away. How's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty sick of them guys. I'm really hoping my team gets some people so we can beat them this year because I'm really sick of this. I'm sick of all these teams getting all these fucking players I want. Doesn't seem particularly fair that for some reason my team is not allowed a wide receiver. It's almost like a conspiracy. Like we have everything and more that the Steelers got. We got more money than they do. We've got a better quarterback situation. We've got a better coach than they do. Yeah, they like to the same team with George Pickens. Yeah, I mean it fits, but it's just not fair. They've already got George Pickens. They should trade. Like the NFL needs to step in and be like, all right, Steelers, you can have them, but you got to give Pickens to the Patriots. They can't pick a receiver. They need a guy. They're probably already e-boxing on Discord right now. Like they're in a video chat fucking boxing each other over like a FaceTime over who gets 14. But like somehow they're both going to show up bruised and fucked up from it, but they're not actually fighting one another or nobody. They're just both going to be bruised to hell. Be like, how the fuck did that even happen? It's going to be one of the, I don't even want to know what's going to happen on that. Yeah, it's going to be hilarious behavior if they keep both of them. And you have to wonder who's going to be the quarterback. It's going to be like Aaron Rodgers somehow, and it's going to be like, yeah, of course it's Aaron Rodgers. That makes the most sense. That's probably about the only way you could pull having them two motherfuckers on the same team off is if you get a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers in there. Maybe Justin Fields. Fields is probably cool enough to get him chill. Not Russ. Russ cannot be them two's quarterback. All right, boys. All right, Russ. Can you imagine Russ trying to communicate with them two fucking crash out motherfuckers? Just, all right, boys, let's have a quick prayer. And then fucking one of them's in a bad mood, so they say, fuck God. And Russ gets all upset. Like, and that's the end of the team's chemistry. Yeah, I know. He'd be way too Christian. Yeah, and that it probably wouldn't sit right with George Pickens, who probably worships the devil. What's up, Jonathan? So that's going to create some issue. But nah, we ain't do that Jesus shit here, Russ. We worship all out here, bro. And it's like, Russ is like, oh, Oh, wait, no, he already's cool with George Pickens. Never mind. Fuck, that doesn't work. And DK is openly Christian, so... Fields at least could probably talk him off, you know? Like, they'd play ball with Fields because they probably like him. Russ, they probably wouldn't like. I don't remember. I don't think him and DK got along at all, so... Russ is probably out. There's no way they can keep Russ. Justin Fields, maybe. Maybe go get Mac Jones. I think it has to be Aaron Rodgers, right? Like, if you're the Steelers, you got to just go get Aaron Rodgers now. It's like, well, fuck it. We got to go get him. We can't let the Vikings get him. Fields probably go to the Jets. I've been hearing that. Hilarious move. Saying DK doesn't want to go somewhere cold. He just didn't want to go to the Patriots and didn't know how to say it without sounding like a dickhead. Fuck that guy. He legitimately just didn't want to come to the Patriots because we didn't draft him and we hurted his feelings because of it. He really wanted to be drafted by the Patriots back in the day, and we didn't want to fucking... And we didn't draft him, and his feelings got really, really hurt by us. That's the reality of that situation. He really got his butt fucking hurt when we didn't draft him, just like all the other ones we didn't draft, because Bill Belichick's a retard when it comes to receivers. I'm telling you, we're like the only team he holds a grudge with about this. He consistently shit talks the Patriots, and it's like, yeah, okay, dude, you were literally a Patriots fan your entire life. What changed? We didn't draft you 3 times. Well, 4. We had 2 picks in the 3rd that year. What? Trust us. We don't have that decision, DK. We wanted to draft you. So unfair, man. Stupid Bill fucked us one good time on his way out. I trust Vrabel, ultimately. There just isn't really a whole lot of guys left that we can go get. Yeah, we got Harold Landry, top tier player, one of the best outside linebackers in all the league. Well, your team's seen the cost and went, no thanks. You guys seen 1st round pick and went, we're not even going to negotiate with these fucking lunatics. Apparently the Patriots said, we're not doing a 2nd round pick. Eat shit. Like the Patriots said he's worth a 3rd and that's about as low as we'll go. But they said they'd do a 2nd, but they're not doing any other picks if they do a 2nd. And Seattle just was like, fuck these guys. Who do they think they are? We're a bunch of retards that don't know the value of a wide receiver. So that's where we're at. And then we'll see a team do a trade for like probably like the same thing they probably offered us. And it's just like, ah, damn, look at us. If we don't take a really good player in the 2nd round, I'm going to be so fucking livid, dude. Beyond livid. Or unless, maybe we get AJ Brown. Maybe we're back in the AJ Brown. Hey, Ven. Maybe my team gets AJ Brown still. It's not impossible. Like I could see, Jesus, here he is. I was waiting for when you were going to show up. Hey, Nathan, how cool for you guys. Another wide receiver to add to your fucking Thanos Stone collections of receivers. Fuck you. Absolutely love the move. The contract is great. It leaves the door open for Pickens if anything bad happens to him to leave. Just hope we find our star QB. We're looking at Darnold. Hopefully, yeah, I hope you get Darnold. I hope you do. I hope you get Aaron Darnold. Or fucking whatever his name is. Sam Darnold. I'm in a bad mood right now. Congrats on DK Metcalf, the one player I wanted in free agency really bad. Now I'm back on. What's up, Daniel? Now I'm on the AJ Brown train. We're all the way. He's mad at Eagles fans too, so maybe he wants to come to the Patriots. Finally, his favorite team. I'm not taking copium. I quit copium. Just don't tell me the only team. Don't tell me my receiving core is going to be some fucking gay bullshit of Jacoby Myers, Tedoria McMillan, Jalen Polk, Pop Douglas, and Javon Baker. Please don't tell me that's what's going to be. Ben, please don't tell me that's what we're getting. Please don't. I can't. I'll literally punch a hole through something if we have to take Tet. You know how bad we're going to be? Do you know we'll be drafting number 1 again if we take Tet McMillan? Man, I'm so nervous. So fucking nervous that we're going to take fucking McMillan over Travis Hunter if he's sitting there. I'm going to be like, what? What did we just do? The fuck did we just do? I'll end the draft, by the way. If we do that, I'll just end it. I will not watch any. I'll just be like, goodbye. The 3rd pick, I might 4th pick, I might quit the draft if we do some dumb fucking shit and take. Oh, I can't even think about that because it's such a reality of a thing to happen. I'm just so glad Matthew Golden is rising up draft boards. The CT isn't as crushed in DK like it is in Adams, though. You mean Devontae? Yeah, I'm confused. The CTE is in his hands. No, I'm just kidding. Darnold will see ghosts when playing with Baltimore if he goes to Pittsburgh. True. He also has to play the Patriots that year. I think we play Pittsburgh this year, so we'll get our revenge. Christian Gonzalez is gonna lock that motherfucker up, just like we did the last time. Well, he had like 3 catches and like 90 yards and a touchdown, but that's all he did. He didn't beat us. We beat ourselves in that game. I do not fear DK Metcalf. Not with Gonzo Lock. Probably Carlton Davis or DJ Reed. One of the two. I think we're gonna get Carlton Davis, if I'm being honest. We play a lot of man coverage, and he's perfect for our scheme. Yeah, the Rams picking up, which is 100% obvious that Cooper Kupp is gone now. Apparently, they lowered the price on Cooper Kupp now, so Cooper Kupp will probably be traded tomorrow. I could see Hunter being picked for Pats instead of the other wide receiver from Arizona. I really hope, Jonathan. I'm praying to God. No, apparently the Patriots see Hunter as the best player in the draft, if that means anything. They see him as the number 1 receiver and the number 1 corner. So I think they have him as number 1 on their big board. And then it's a him or Abdul Carter. I can't remember what I've seen. But those are the 1 and 2 on the Patriots big board. So it's one of those two. The Patriots like Tet, but I don't think that I think they're very worried that he's just fucking N'Keal Harry too. He's going to play both, Van. He's going to play both. Don't even do that to me. No one will be able to throw against us ever. We're just going to have Carlton Davis, Christian Gonzalez, and Travis Hunter at corner, and everyone's just going to be like, it's really hard to, and like we're going to sign Javon Holland for some reason, and it's going to be like Duggar, Javon Holland. It's going to be literally the nastiest safety in football, or the nastiest secondary in the NFL. And we're going to have no offense. Just, every game is like a 10-13-10 final and shit. It's like, I hate playing the Patriots. Why? They have such a good defense. Dog, they just don't do anything with the offense. I have no idea what they're doing up there. It's shockingly bad still. We just lose because they have 2 big Drake May plays a game, and we can't score 14 on them fucking idiots. They don't even hit their extra points. They just score fucking 12 points and win the game that way a lot. Sometimes they go for 2 and they get it, so they get like 13. It's a very confusing football team. Fucking bullshit football, dude. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to be unstoppable. And you know how that's going to be, right? We're going to be like a top 5 defense and we're going to score fucking 15 a game. It's going to be some fucking gay bullshit. I'm gonna be so mad, dude. I hope Matthew Golden falls into the second round. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, he wants like 20 a year, and the Lions only want to pay a player like him 12. So there's a bit of a misfire there, and the Patriots are desperate, so we'll probably pay people. I think the Lions wind up with DJ Reed though. Personally, or no. I think the Lions wind up with Travarius Ward. He's heavily linked to the Lions already. He was linked to the Lions in the middle of last season. Like, it's like the second that dude said that he was probably going to enter free agency, the Lions were the #1 destination. So that means he said something to somebody. Slay might sign with Detroit, but that's like a veteran minimum. You won't have to pay a lot to get Darius. He's like fucking 36 years old. He said he's playing one more season of football. It's either with Philly or Detroit. Most likely, I'm gonna guess Detroit. Just because Philly probably can't afford him. And to be fair, if he really does want to help the Lions out in any kind of way, the Lions really could use a good veteran for Terrion Arnold and Rakestraw. So I think Detroit's a really good, and he's got a Super Bowl ring now. You know, he's got, I think, maybe 2 of them. At least the one. So he's good, you know. I'm just beat, guys. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what my team's up to. Probably nothing. They're just fucking bullshitting again. Yeah, I know. And Nathan's probably just in the happiest mood ever. I feel bad that I said some mean stuff to him. I hope he knows I was kidding. And I'm only mad because I wanted my team to get him. Yeah, Seattle blew it up. I don't know what the hell their plan of the future is. You know, they could have traded with us and gotten Joe Milton out of it, but no one wants nothing. Nobody wants you. You know what I'm going to be not surprised about? If we do pull a trade off for a receiver, it's going to involve Joe Milton going somewhere, I'm thinking. Like, the Saints are going to trade us Chris Olave, but it's going to cost Joe Milton to get it. Yeah, and I don't even know why they did it. It's like Geno Smith asked for too much money, and they just said, you know what, fuck this. And just blew it all up. Because, like, I heard they entered contract negotiations with Geno, and then they traded everybody away, including Geno Smith, and just went, fuck this. This is way easier. Poor Jackson Smith and Jigba. I wonder if you called them, if you could get him for the right price. But hey, is he available too? Shit. Doing my due diligence here. Unfair. What do you think you guys are going to do now, Ben? I'm still very hype on possibly getting Godwin to New England. Cooper Kupp. Maybe Aaron Jones. Those are, we really hit 16, 17 likes. Hell yeah. I appreciate that, everybody. Thank you. That's very kind. Ben, you're just like, nothing. We're just going to do nothing and we'll be very happy. You don't even think you guys will go in for like a Chris Godwin? Or is it, how are we supposed to compete? You guys are going to offer that asshole $25 million. Yeah, we are. We're going to offer Chris Godwin so much motherfucking money, no one else can compete with us. Yeah, Vikings got Christian or Aaron Jones back. I don't know if that's a good move. He's getting pretty old for a running back, but it's like not that much money. 10 years or 10 mil a pop. Man, remember when getting a running back? Didn't he? Isn't it hilarious that like that exact amount of money is the reason he's not a Packer anymore? 10 million. If the Packers would have paid him 10 million a year, he'd still be a Green Bay Packer. I've always loved that sort of literally 2 years ago that was a fucking problem. Now it's literally a year and a half later it's not anymore. It's just like, yeah, running backs get paid that much money. That's kind of the base now. Like Jahmyr Gibbs will get 15 million a year. He's not going to get fucking 20 million a year. The Eagles are fucking wild for paying fucking Saquon Barkley 20 million a year. When the Lions rework and probably re-sign Jahmyr Gibbs, he's going to get 15 million a year. And that's going to be brutal, but that's the new cost, I'm guessing. There's always a market resetting contract, but there's always a contract that is the outlier of that. Mahomes signed an outlier contract that no one's really caught up to yet. Allen's like still at 330. Mahomes signed a $500 million contract. You see the difference there? It didn't really raise the total money for a quarterback. Like Mahomes is still getting paid 55, and that's how much Josh just signed. You know what I mean? They're like it's finally catching up, and it's only taken 5 or about 6, 7 years. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Josh is getting paid $55 million a year, on the new contract extension, and that's about what Mahomes is getting now. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. He just finally caught up to Mahomes. And it's only taken like 6 or 7 years for Allen to catch up, for a quarterback to catch up to the super outlier contract that Mahomes signed. So I'm thinking that the 20 million is a super outlier contract for running backs that Barkley got, only available to guys who hit 2,000 yards from scrimmage running. So I think the actual cap is going to be about 15 for Barkley, for Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Allen, maybe. I don't know what the Lions clearly want a defensive tackle. I think the Lions are very interested in Milton Williams. I think they're going to go incredibly hard for I think if they get Milton Williams in a corner, I think the Lions are done in free agency. I think they'll get like small guys, but then I think if the Lions can get Travarius Ward and Milton Williams, they won't probably sign anybody else. They'll just go into the draft happy with what they got, and then they'll extend all their players. And to be honest, if the Lions can pull that off, they just probably had the best offseason. You're putting Milton Williams on a D-line with DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, and fucking Aiden Hutchinson. That's nasty. That's a nasty D-line. It's the combo of Milton Williams and Aiden is quite filthy. And if Davenport's healthy ever, he's there. Myles Garrett just signed an outlier contract of $40 million a year. Like, what the fuck? Absolute insanity. That makes it so the Bengals are now going to have to wildly overpay for hold on, my nose is bothering me. Not wildly overpay, but now the cost of Jamar Chase has gone up significantly. Because they said they're going to make him the highest paid player in the NFL, non-quarterback in the NFL. So same here, Ven. But I kind of figured that idiot didn't want to leave Cleveland. He said he only wanted to leave because they didn't have a clear direction forward. He had a meeting with the team. They paid him. They must have told him, hey, this is what we're doing going into the future. I'm guessing they told him they're drafting Shadur Sanders, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And that probably was enough to make him go, all right, cool. His trade request was half-hearted anyway. He didn't really want to leave. Yeah, Cooper Kupp is gone. The Lions, probably Lions only draft edge rushers. Well, we now know the Browns are taking a quarterback. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're taking a QB. They're going to take Shadur sitting at 3. Most likely now. One sec. My nose is so fucking... Sorry, my nose is just bothering me. Sorry about that. Probably do another 5 or so minutes. That's a good hour and a half tonight. I don't know what you guys are doing for quarterback. Lions picking up Kupp is a big one. Patriots picking up Kupp, I could see. Especially now that they lowered the price on him. But the problem is he has a big contract, so... Yeah, but I don't know what they're about to do. I think one of the biggest mistakes they probably made was the decision to not do these moves earlier when they could have. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly, Ben. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Like, they could have did these contracts years ago and just made these players extremely high paid back then, but they would be able to afford all of them. You know how the Lions are signing all these players like early? Like, they paid Amon-Ra St. Brown, or like they're paying their, like, they're going to pay Aiden Hutchinson. They're going to pay all these players this offseason instead of signing guys. That's why you do this. Like, they're gonna have to pay Aiden Hutchinson a lot of fucking money now. But it's like, if they wait now 2 more years, imagine what they have to pay Aiden to keep him. No, now you got to pay him right now, and probably anyone else that you can pay, because this is when you get your best deal. I'll be right back. My nose is bothering the shit out of me. Nose sucks. Yeah, 35 mil probably. I'm guessing somewhere in that range. It's gonna be 70s in Ohio. Sheesh. It's a nice ass day ahead for you. Any more news coming in? I think we've hit a little bit of a news lull. I think things have finally decided to slow down a little bit. But yeah, Ven, the Bengals are one of the dumbest teams. Jonathan Jones is leaving the Patriots as a free agent, most likely. Damn it. Well, he's getting old anyway. Just trying to see if there's anything. I don't see anything, though. What else? I feel like we've hit everything. I think we're pretty caught up on most things. I guess the Aaron Rodgers stuff, but I don't really give a shit about him. I hope he doesn't go to Minnesota. If he goes to Minnesota, the Vikings are a monstrous team. Yeah, Ernest Johnson. That's not that surprising. Most of these re-signings aren't that surprising. I'm most surprised Jamie Sherwood re-signed with the Jets. I thought his ass was out of there. I thought he was like, you know what? Fuck this. It would complete the Favre prophecy. But the Vikings would probably be unstoppable with him and Justin Jefferson. Well, Addison's probably going to be suspended for a minute, but Seahawks probably Sam Darnold. I don't know. Rodgers threw 28 touchdowns and fucking like 9 picks last year. I wouldn't really call that wash. Like 3,800 yards with no offensive line. I don't know. That's not too bad. But yeah, he's not, still terrifying to give him Justin Jefferson. Vikings have a halfway decent O-line too. But all right, people. Anything else anyone want to talk about? But yeah, Seahawks are probably going to go Darnold. I think that's the belief. I think I'm about wrapped up on stuff to talk about here tonight, unfortunately. Plus, I need to go to bed soon. I have to get up early and shit tomorrow. Fun stream. Appreciate it, everybody. This is our best football stream in a long time. 18 likes. That's really great. I appreciate y'all. About just about 80 views. That's pretty good for a VOD for football. Maybe more tomorrow. I'm not 100%. It kind of depends on how busy of a day it is tomorrow, actually. If it's like a super crazy day, then 100%, yeah. But most likely, yeah, I'm going to go live tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow night. So I'll post a schedule tomorrow morning about like what my plans are for streaming this week. That's about it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for a fun ass stream. It was fun to talk football. A lot happening, a lot going on. Very fluid time of year, I would say. All right. Any last calls? As always, we'll be in the Discord hanging out. It's mostly just me posting a whole bunch of shit in there, but you can find some news out there. All right. That's about good. Appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of the night. Enjoy the warm weather that we're going to be having over the next couple days. And remember, 12 noon tomorrow, the tampering period opens. So be on the lookout. Bolo. It's like YOLO, but it's like Bolo. Be on the lookout. We'll only live once. All right. See you guys later. Peace out. As always, it's Go Lions, Go Tigers, and of course, it's always Go Patriots. Thank you for a fun stream.